Hey everyone, it's Trimia, and this is truly the good, bad, and the ugly of lupus. Um, I know in my last vlog there's questions about what I meant about the slippery slope of Benlysta, and it was basically more personal. Uh, how is a slippery slope for me? Not the drug itself, but for me. So I did my first Benlysta a little over 2 weeks ago, and after that I suffered from fatigue and never recovered from the fatigue. And honestly, I have not had fatigue in the last 3 years of not being on any kind of treatment. Now, I get tired during the day and need to take a nap or a rest, but I don't have like that debilitating fatigue. Didn't realize it, didn't miss it. Well, when it came back, oh man, it brought back so much memories. So I went in and did my second round of Benlysta. First off, it went bad. The nurse thinks she was a newbie and not familiar with ports enough. I think I was her guinea pig, and she had the most strong hands. Getting your port accessed really shouldn't hurt. The only time I've ever had it hurt was when I on a different port, they had to access it right over the scar. So every time they were going through scar tissue. And that was a bad placement. They should make a pocket, stick it up further or down further, and sew you back up. And it should never be, because like there's my scar, here's my port, and that nurse, oh, she goes, I didn't hit it, and she goes, I'm gonna move it around some, and it's like, okay. And she was pressing so hard on my chest, I thought she's gonna crack something. And I said, that's enough. And she goes, well, just let me try. I said, no, that is enough. And people are starting to look at this point. Anyway, she went until she about had me crying, and now it's swollen and it hurts, but that's not here nor there right now. 24 hours after the Benlysta, fever struck. My temperature went up, 100.2, which on me, if it's starting to go up, that I'm used to it being in the 99s with lupus. But anything when it starts going over 100, Dwayne and I, our radar's on, because that means like respiratory failure or sepsis, something, not fun is about ready to happen. We called my home health care immediately, and they came out and got me on a antibiotic that night and some cough pills. It's in my chest and just wheezing, rattling, and it's very painful. And today's been like 3 days, 4 days, and everything's just kind of getting worse. The fever just goes up. It's staying between 100 and 102, going back and forth. And Mobile x-ray just come and did an x-ray of my chest, but Levaquin is the best drug to be on if you have pneumonia anyway, so the only alternative would probably be to do IV, whatever it's going to take to keep me out of the hospital, because the hospital's the worst place you can be when you don't have an immune system. So I do see my doctor again this week, and I don't think Benlysta's gonna, I don't have immunoglobulins. I don't have my own immune system. And with the IVIG, I was riding a pretty even ride, other than the lupus was starting to get my stomach and my lungs, for the past 7 months, and the joints and the leaky vessel syndrome, and it's just like, okay, I had it, but like I said, I knew what I was dealing with, and now I got that plus this. We'll just see how it all works out. See you guys in the next video.